I'm going to show you how to put generative AI into your business to take it to the next level. Because right now, everyone is using it as this cool, shiny tool, but not using it effectively. As a matter of fact, only 1 in 4 companies using AI are actually seeing ROI, and I'm here to help you be in that top percentile. Let's dive in. 76% of AI pilots stall, and it's not because the tech is weak, but rather the mapping is weak. And that is what I'm here to show you today in the Generative Operation Layer Model. Basically, what we're going to lay out for you today is a clear circuit. That being who does what, when, and how we measure for success. That is what the Generative Operation Layer Model does. So your business runs in 3 layers. You have the front office, the middle office, and the back office. The front office is where you acquire customers and you service customers. The middle office is where you are going to plan, decide, and manage risk. And the back office is where you have records, compliance, as well as support. And generative AI must be deployed in each of these sections against their own KPIs. So you want to make sure that as you're using generative AI, you are measuring the KPIs that it is outputting. That way you can evaluate it and tweak it over time. Now let's dive into the front office, because the goal here, since this is revenue and experience, right, is to increase replies, to lower CAC, and have higher NPS. And so I'm going to give you 3 examples in which you can do today in order to see greater results. Number 1 would be a personal concierge, which would have an auto draft tailored decks. That way your team's reports can have a 3x reply rate. Okay. Number 2 would be an ad copy synthesizer, which would generate 50 variant hooks from one brief that you can use across all your socials, whether it be a LinkedIn post, TikTok post, Instagram, YouTube, you name it. And this is going to drop 50% of your acquisition cost if done right. And number 3, memory aware chatbot. This basically is going to resolve tier 1 issues and remember context. NPS up by 15%. Now, here's a good analogy so that way you can think of it in a really, really concrete way. So I would say think of a chatbot as a concierge who never forgets a guest's name. Personal touch at 0 cost margin, right? Now we're going to go to the middle office, which is where you're going to have decision speed and forecast accuracy. So the target here is going to be faster insights, better forecast, and fewer review hours. So here are a couple examples in which you can use inside of your business today to improve your middle office side of things with generative AI. That being 1, narrative analysis. So condense 30-page reports into 3 bullet actions, 40% faster decisions, because this will help you just summarize everything that much quicker. Now, number 2 is demand oracle. This will basically be the natural language Q&A on a supply chain. It lifts forecast accuracy by 8 points. Now we go to Reg Summarizer, which is just regulation summarizer. So flags only changed clauses in new regulations, 60% cut in legal review hours. Now, an analogy that you can use to kind of comprehend all of this would be like a sous chef who preps ingredients so the head chef only cooks. Gen AI pre-processes data so managers only decide. And now one thing I want to add into that is you must have a level of discernment when using this, because there can be hallucinations when using generative AI. But for the most part, they work really, really well. But that human component of discernment is imperative as you are implementing these tools. Now we go to the back office, which would be like autopilot and compliance. So the target here is fewer manual entries, smaller ticket backlog, and 100% audit trail. So a couple examples in which you can use this for your business today. Invoice reader. So that would be something like codes GL lines in 2 seconds, 70% manual time gone. Now we have script writer bot, which would help you fix routine IT issues, inside chat, ticket backlogs halved, right? So this will halve your ticket backlogs. Number 3 would be policy builder, and that's going to be drafts, and watermark controls, complete audit coverage. So a good analogy for this would be generative AI is cruise control, handling the monotony so humans steer the strategy. Remember what I said earlier about discernment? That's a very crucial thing when we're using AI because it is not infallible. And right here, I want to give you like the common traits between low-hanging fruit. And the three traits that they share are text-heavy, repetitive, and frequent. So if we go to front office, what's going to be one of the most repetitive, monotonous tasks that one does? It's going to be ad copy generate, right? Because you're going to be producing a ton of ads. And if you have a way to automate that, or at least get the drafting process automated for the human strategy behind it, this will save you a ton of time. In addition to that, you have the middle, which would be policy digest bot. So rather than having humans just consume bulks of text and try to discern what's going on and figure out and strategize, they can simply have the AI summarize everything. And if you want to have a proofreader, you can still do that from a human side, but this will make you more efficient and be able to make decisions a lot quicker. And on the back end, it'll be something like invoice auto coding, right? So you would just pick one layer, launch, and measure. That's the best way to start. That's how the best companies in the world who are using AI do it. And those are the ones that are making money from it, the top 25%, whereas 76% to 80% are losing money and see no results whatsoever. And the key difference here is that they start small and work their way up. They want to build momentum with AI as opposed to investing a lot of time and a lot of money and not seeing any results. So that's super important here to take advantage of these low-hanging fruit opportunities. Now, it is important that you have guardrails as well, as we talked about in the last video. So each pilot ships with 3 safeguards. So number 1 would be role-based access linked to existing identity and access management. Number 2 would be explainability tags. So every output shows its reasoning. Number 3 would be personally identifiable information masking and geofencing. So data that never leaves approved zones. Results, acceleration with compliance baked in. This is super crucial. And then when it comes to KPIs, you want to set numeric goals before day 1. So before you even begin to implement these tools, you want to have a target to shoot for. It's super important. So for example, you could do something like, hey, for the front office, we want a 20% increase in reply rates, and we also want to have about a minus 10% on CAC, so dropping CAC by 10%. And then middle, you want to have maybe 30% dropped off on decision time, so you're making decisions that much quicker, as well as 5% increase in accuracy. On the back end, maybe you say that you can cut out 50% of manual hours, plus eliminating 40% of tickets. So this should be like the baseline that you start with, and then you would check the deltas Friday, see where the differences are, see where you need to improve. And so these numbers are not antidotes, but rather they fund expansion. So look at it that way. Like, you got to be tracking your data in order to actually know if the AI that you're implementing is working. And if you are looking to implement AI into your business and you want professional help, I can help you do that. We can book a free strategy call going over what it would look like and what it is you would actually need inside of your business for us to work together and help train up your team and help make your corporation or your business AI first. Let me know. The link to my calendar is in the comment section and in the description below, so feel free to reach out. Much love. Peace.